Hey guys, what's going on? My name is Anthony Gray. Welcome to Grayscale. I'm going to do it's 11 by 15 watercolor paper. I've got it pre-saturated with water. I'm going to do it again. Yeah, as soon as I turn it on here. And put it on spray. I'll just mist this fell up a little bit. Don't need too much. It'll be just water and some Higgins ink. Forgive my head. I have my room situated in a different way, so. And a little Higgins ink, like I said, just beyond the tape, something like that. I'll just do a quick little line here. It may or may not catch. I'll just keep doing it. I kind of know what I want though. So I'm gonna do it just past the tape here. Something like that. I'll just keep going. And if I have to, I'll spray a little bit. But you see the spider webbing effect that it's doing. There we go. Pretty cool, right? You can do all sorts of little things. Let's go beyond the tape here. Okay. I'll take a small bit of tissue and just wipe off the excess. It soaks it right up. This I'm not too concerned about. I just want to show you how I do certain effects and whatnot. But I already kind of know what I want to do with this, so you guys just don't know. As you see, it collects on the bottom. All of this is fine. Whatever marks you have on the bottom is fine. In case you're also wondering, I'm using clear tape. Okay, that's it. I kind of like the way that's working out. Get a little more spray down the bottom here. Have some of it trail a little bit more. The toughest part about doing there we go. See those tendrils start to flow? And I'm looking to see where I can add some more interest. I'll have that trail down so it meets up with it. I kind of like the tendril look. Probably have a stronger line down here too. Like I say, when it collects, because I'm doing it vertically, so obviously gravity is going to take it downward. But I can soak up the excess, so I'm not too concerned about that. I just wanted to show you how I go about the little effects part of the painting. Okay? Everything's situated a little differently. Forgive my head. I know you see it again. And plus I'm using my old camera, so I really cannot see where I'm positioned. But I think most of it's looking at the screen anyway. And what I'm going to do is wait for it to dry. And then I'll move on from there. So it's definitely got a set. It definitely has to dry. Okay, all this on the bottom here doesn't matter. I'm not worried about this. This is going to be covered anyway. That I'm not too concerned about. Up here, the same thing. If something, see, I can get that little bit of action working there. Keep moving downward. If we get something gathered up here, like that little spot right in there, wants to be stubborn. Okay, that'll be covered up also in my design of what I want to do. So I kind of know what I want to do. So a lot of that will be covered. A lot of this will definitely be covered. So, and then we'll get right on to it. All right. So let this do what it's doing, and I'll be right back. Okay, guys, welcome back. It's all dry. I put some painter's tape on here, and we're gonna get right on to a nice little winter scene using some of what I have already placed here. Okay, now I can approach. This is a little too white for me. All right, we're gonna maybe put a little blue back there to simulate the sky. Okay, I'm gonna take a regular cheapy old brush like this. All right, I'm gonna dip this into my. I have a certain mix of shampoo and water. All right, and all I'm gonna do is make kind of a glaze. Okay, I'm gonna wet this. Now this is acrylic paint, so it's not gonna smear. All right, and I'm just wetting the surface a bit. Okay, it just helps the paint to move on a little easier, and also the shampoo will loosen up that paint a little bit. Okay, so right now I'm just rinsing off my brush, mixing the blue into it, and I'm going to get some glaze and mix it in there too. So basically that's what I'm doing. You're just listening to my phone go off there. I'm mixing the glaze with the blue. Like I said, just to thin it out. And I don't really want to destroy all of the black. So I got to try to keep it a little as transparent as possible. Okay. Wet the bristles of my brush, because I don't think you guys can see the cup here on the side. I'm going to establish some land. Alright, now I got titanium white, which is quite opaque in itself. It's mixing in with the blue that I already put down. But I'm not going to entirely use this white and blue mix, not entirely. I'm going to put a little bit of black in there. I want to gray it up a little bit. But when I gray it, I don't want to completely make it gray. I'm going to marble it just a tad. And I'm going to establish some kind of snowbank or whatever. Maybe, something around, something maybe around here. Dry it up real good here. Let's get my handy towel and clean off my hands. Now, what am I going to do with all of this here? Actually, that's going to help aid me in my background. Okay, that's all. As this is going to tack up and dry a wee bit, I guess I'll work with some of this white and some of this blue. Remember, I'm using titanium white, which covers a vast amount of sins. Alright, and I want to get some snow mounds in there, little snow banks. Okay, I'm going to use the side of the brush here. Okay, and I'll just, whatever part that I want to be, that will be in front, I'll do last. So this will be the further part of the snowbanks here, snow drifts or whatever. And I'm just going to use the side. Now if it comes apart, great. The snow drifts or whatever, always have kind of a smooth kind of look to it. Okay, just like that. Little snow drifts. Some appear whiter than others. Some of the mounds of snow appears higher than others, just like in nature. You follow me? I gotta have the preceding a little brighter than this guy. Alright, so in order for me to do that, alright, let's go here to the top. Let it do whatever it's gotta do in the back. Let it melt in or whatever. It's okay. I'm getting plenty of white with the blue mix, and I'm just wiping it around. Okay, now I'm going to come in front of the preceding, just like so. A lot of titanium white right in here. This will be brighter, more, bring it closer to us, like so. Just like that. I want it to definitely be a separation between these two guys, right up in there. Alright. Just like so. Now I've done that. I've put on quite a bit of paint on top of that. Once it dries, even though I got some paint on top of what I previously put down, once it fully dries, the background will show in that. Okay, this will be the front hill, this will be the one in the back. Alright, I'm going to have to let it dry for a spell, because everything happens in layers. Okay, then I will use some glaze. Alright, and I'm going to darken this back just with glaze. That's why it has to be totally dry, so I can glaze the front part. And once it dries, I'll add some highlights to all of it, then I'll glaze it, because I already know what I want to be the front. Here in the dip will be a little bit darker. We're going to establish all of that groundwork once it fully dries. The paint has to be fully dry. Okay, after that's established, then I'm going to put a whole bunch of birch trees coming up through there. Alright, it'd be a very nice little winter scene. I'm debating if I should put a cabin in there. I may just do that. But until then, let's wait for this to fully dry. I don't want my paint to dry out, so I'm going to take some water, spritz of water, a couple spritzes of water like that. I'm going to cover it up with another lid that kind of interlocks the lid I have the paint on. And I'm going to wait for this to dry. And when I come back, we will get to... Okay, dokie, we're back once again. So, as you can see, completely dried and all that fun stuff. And we'll get to a little bit of designing the snow. Okay, I'm going to use same a smaller flat brush this time. I'm going to wet the bristles. Okie dokie. I'm going to do it in shade of light gray. So I'm taking the side of my brush, dipping it into solid black, getting some titanium white, What this does is smooth it out also. And now, let's start with the little snowbank in the back. Matter of fact, just give me a darker shade of gray for the back. We're going to smooth some of that out. I'm going to start with the edges of the shaded areas. Okay. Something like that in the back, just to bring it towards the front, or bring the front out more, if that makes any sense to what I just said. Okay, let's get some white, or a lighter, an even lighter shade of gray. Not pure white, not yet, but a brighter shade of gray. Still a shade of gray, it won't be totally white. Remember, as this color dries, it sets deeper. Okay, and let's do the same thing, but let's accentuate some more highlight up there. They're going to have a nice row of birch trees going on here. So, let's take some solid black. I'm going to do it in reverse order. Get a little bit of water. Loosen up some of that black paint. Everybody approaches birch trees a little differently. This is how I choose to do mine for right now. And I'm going to use this for me and not against me. Okay. And let's start with one wrap around in here. Let's make it a light gray, blue gray. And we're gonna take the side brush and put a little snow on the side here. Come up the tree a little bit. Up around here. Slice up the tree a little bit. See, it does not take very long to add any kind of dimension to your tree. Set the tree there. And we'll play around with some shading and such. Like I said, I kind of know where they are, like so. And you can keep playing with the snow pack and whatnot. Side of the branches or whatnot, the sides of the trees, the snow on the side of the trees. Okay, let's play with some of these guys out here in the back. Go across on a couple. Just like so. Side of the brush. Going pulling in a semicircle fashion. Okay. Like I said, this is black with the white giving me the highlights. Break it up a little bit, going down. Just like that. This is not too difficult to get that illusion of these type of trees. Start in the middle on some. Turn my brush over. I got a little more paint on one side. Try to get more white into it. Like these trees, like I said, these trees were obviously foundation is in black, so I'll do some highlighting with the white. Okay. Each one has its own unique little look to it. Try not to get heavy-handed. Maintain a strong outline too. Alright, so it appears. I'm dipping a little bit of blue into a few of these. See, now that might be a little too thick. I'll take some of that off. Concentrate more or less going across. Make it a oval or like a U to give roundness to the tree. The more paint that comes off the brush, the better the effect. The method of dry brushing and such. Using the sides. If you feel you have too much on, just wipe a bit off on your towel. Just keep it moving, just patting some more paint. separation between these two. We got one right here. Trees will have a different look. Here. Each time you do it. Wipe a little bit of this paint off my brush because you want to add the texture to it. And like I say, you don't want to go directly straight across. You make it look like a small letter U or something. Okay. As you can see, it starts to make a little more sense when I explain it and show it to you. And this is a grouping of them. You don't have to be extremely detailed. Okay. But there you go. There go one batch. Okay. Slowly in the background back there. We're going to have another batch a little bit larger on the mound that's further away. Okay. Now with this batch, I'm going to take this batch and make a nice gray. I want to gray this batch here. They're going to be larger trees, but pretty much primarily I'm going to do gray for the base color. This one. A little larger fellow. A little thicker trunk here. He's a little closer to us. Just like that. And I'm going to shade him a little bit. Maybe on this side. It's getting a little darker. Just using black. The paint's still kind of wet, so I can pop a little black in there, right up in here. Let's shade him a little bit on one side, right up in there. Okay. Then I'm going to destroy some of that edge there. A little back and forth. Just like so. And we're going to put another gray one right in there. Dip in a little more white, get a little more black. Put it in there, a little more black than that. We're going to give him a friend right next door. And here we go. And I think we'll put his friend a little more upright. Like I say, he's a thicker fellow. Let's put him right about here. He will cut in front of some of these guys. And that's okay, guys. That's alright. You gotta cut in front of some of what you have him cut in front. That's okay. Nature is not exactly perfect. And then neither should your painting. Try to execute, it's like you're executing imperfection perfectly. Yeah, I said it. Executing imperfection perfectly. Give him a little shading back there. Shading on one side. Just like so. Now you have thicker trees in the front here. And you give him a little shading on the side. Okay. Now, I will put black marks on this, on the gray here. It brings it a little closer to us, actually. I'm not using any medium, just the raw black paint. I will highlight the trees with the snow. Okay, let's take some white. I did not rinse off the brush, so I got like a lighter gray than white. And we're going to highlight some of these guys. And we're going to spread that out like so. Same thing here. Some snowy highlights on one side here. We'll brighten up some of that snow up on the top here, right here, like so. Maybe it come up across like that. Clean out the brush. No sharp edges. At least try not to get any. Okay. Snow on the side of the tree here. But now you have a couple that are just gray and black. All right. I think I'll put some even larger ones. Right up around here, some great big ones. But these are going to be highlighted in white. Okay. Maybe a little blue-white. So I got some of the Sky Mix color in the titanium white. I'm going to put some thick ones right in the front. In customary birch tree fashion. Oh, let's put one. We'll put one right around in here. Nice crooked one, but he's a little larger. Base color. Get that. Put some weight on this tree here. He's in front of everybody. Just like that. Look, he's in front. Okay. We're going to put a straighter one in there. Oh, maybe about like here. He's just a guide right now. Pure. Titanium white. Bring it straight down. Just like that. Just cleaning off the brush. Get me some blue. Give me a little bit of black in that blue. Gray it up a little bit. It's a grayish blue. Put it on one side, like so. Go right up the tree with it, if you can. You only want one half of the tree like that. Gray, blue, black, mixing it all there. You can do the other side too, just like that. Just adding a little more highlights and such. Certain areas I feel might need it here. There. Alright. I must wait for this to totally set and dry for something about the final kind of the final touch here. I'm gonna use a well, really have to wait for it to set for what I'm about to do. Okay, it's gonna be mainly on the ground floor here. Back here where it's a little darker, I'm gonna give a nice cool color to all of this. Right on the gray. Okay, I'm mixing and I'm dipping into my shampoo, lotion, shampoo, my lotion mix here. I really didn't want it to spill into my previous part of my painting, but it did. I can just wipe some of that off. That's no big deal. Getting right into my blue and white, and I'm going to put a nice little coating right back here. Don't worry, it'll dry up and you'll see the difference. Put some wrap in here, just like that, real subtle. Okay, I can take it off the trees here a little bit now. Now I'm going to add it in. I'll add it into the foreground trees here. Nothing but it sets it back a little bit. Put it right into these two guys here. Just like so. I'll put some back here too. See, the gray helps in depreciating and everything. Once it dries up, you'll see. Getting some more of the blue-white mix here. And I'm going to coat some of these trees in the back here. still a glaze. It will dry. Don't panic. Some might have it, some won't. I'll put some in the backpack here with this guy. Now, remember, it dries and it's going to dry thinner than what I put on before because it has water mixed into it. Water will evaporate and to keep the light spread out color in there. Okay. Alright, let's put this guy back. Just a slight touch of green. I'm taking a round brush. Put some light grass in here. Might be a little too light. Let's darken that up a little. I'm mixing some black in there. Okay. I'll throw a little shade on that tree too. We get into the small little detail like stuff. And I'll just use a little water and a little bit of black, green, blue, green, whatever. I'll have it come down like around here, come down like that. I'm gonna use some of this shading. Get some black here, and some water, a little bit of water, because I want a kind of a glaze, and we're gonna darken up that one half of the tree right around in here, something like that. Just put a little shade on that snow too, a little bit. Maybe some around here. So I'm gonna add some little glazes here. A little black, some water. And you can do it in layers. Okay. So it's just a little bit of black. A lot of water. I'll throw in a little bit of green in there. Something to kind of offset some of that. Let's darken up this part too. Maybe a little more shading up around here. Now I'm going to take some of this glaze. A lot of water, a little black, more water than color, and we're gonna do a little bit of something in here too. A little bit in that gully in there too. Just a little bit here and there. I can easily get rid of some edges, fade them right out. You can really have some fun with it, you know. darkness back into some of these guys, a little deeper shadow. Something like that. Okay. Bring some of that back a little bit. Some of those trees where it might be a little too bright, you can darken some of those in. Like this fella here. All it takes is a little bit just to tone it down. And if it's not toned down enough, you can add some more. I just want to tone some of them down, bring them back a little bit. Just make it a little gray. Here and there. Like so. Some of them in the back here, it can do for a little tone change too. Blend it into the background a little more than what I had before. This is all glazing now, so just like that. Just like so. Okay. I'm gonna take a little heavier black and put it right in here. Darken it up a little bit more. Nice little contrast in there. Got a little green in the black. Dip into a little more black here. Our brush is still fairly wet. Just like that. Something like so. Alright. So that's not too bad. Quick little painting here. Almost done here. So a lot of this comes from the abstract background and just building up upon your background. Put the trees in so it makes it look like there's more than you actually painted. Just little tricks here and there. Let's before I do that, let's put some shadows in the background back there too. So I got more water, just play around the black a little bit. And let's give some of these guys like that. Just down and around, crisscross. Have it come down, loop around, or whatever. Just add some shadows in there. Shadow for that guy right back there. Let's make him a little. There we go. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. Put some shadows with these fellows here. Let's darken up some of that back here. Right up in here. Darken it a little bit. Like that. Okay. See, right now I'm just filling in little details here and there just to strengthen up a few. All right. Not bad. Not bad. I'm not really feeling that bright green right there at all. That I'm not liking. So I can actually we're gonna get rid of some of that, but before I do it, let's dry brush some sneaky little highlights in here. Some sneaky little highlights. Just a little bit. Go with the flow and of your hill. Not really too much. Just a little bit. Maybe put some on the tree here. Wake it up a little bit. This is all up to you of how detailed you want your trees to be. Up to you. This I can get rid of. Put it right up in that tree because I don't like it. Therefore, I can get rid of it. Put it right up into the tree, like so. Spread it out a little bit, just like that. And I can still, with this, it's the shaded side, so I can blend some of that. Put it right in there, just like that. All right. I think I'm almost done here with it. Just wanted to show you what you can do. A little imagination. Okay. Let me sign this. And my customary little marker. I think I'll put it right here. And there we go. I'd like to thank you for checking this out. I think I'll pull back a little bit here. Let's see. Let's pull back a little. And let's raise it up a little bit. There. Let's take the tape off. Let's see how good we got that line. I got it double taped. Alright, so bear with me for a second. If you have any comments or questions, leave them down below. If you feel that I could offer something to show you in your own artistic journey, don't hesitate to press the like button or subscribe button. I would appreciate it. I really would. Some of the clear tape is coming off of with the blue tape, which is a good thing for me. Very good. I think we got one more here. Yep, right here. And there you have it. Nice, crisp, white line. Alright, now if I decided to blacken the border, it would just draw you into the painting more. Okay, but there you go. There you have it. All right. I already picked the name I would like for it. So, but anyway, let me get up off this chair. Hey, I stopped just in time. The heater came back on. I'll turn you off for a second. Okay, and let's pull back a little bit more. There. You should be able to see myself, sort of. Hey guys, how you doing? Alright, once again, I appreciate you coming to check out one of the ways you can do a painting like this. Any comments or whatever, you know where, you already see it down below here. So, thank you for watching, and I'll see you again next time on YouTube. Happy painting. And if you want to try something like this, I would love to see it. Put it right on my Facebook wall. Okay. And I'll see you soon. Alright? Bye-bye.